So the Built Green program, I know it's been in Washington for a while now, and I actually met with some of the people who helped start it and some of the latest ones in the industry.
That's right. Sounds as if some of the people you talk to really kind of bookend the whole process.
There are many ways to measure success with green building. Rating systems such as Built Green offer the opportunity to do just that. I'm here with Art Castle, the Executive Director of the Home Builders Association of Kitsap County. Now, Art, will you explain how the Built Green program started? It started here in Kitsap and what it's become.
Well, in the mid-90s, we had a number of builders, and the association thought it was both an intelligent thing to do and the right thing to do to develop an environmentally friendly building program, and with a consultant developed it and launched it in 1997. And since that time, it's expanded not only in Washington State, but throughout the West and the country. And in Washington State, we now have 12 Builders Association with local building programs. We have hundreds and hundreds of members participating and have had thousands of homes and remodels, light commercial, apartment buildings, and land developments enrolled in the program throughout the state.
Why do you think it's become so successful?
Well, I think it's something that is an intelligent way to learn to build more sustainable, and it's a smarter way to build, and it also enables us through a market-based environmental friendly program to meet the needs of our customers.
Now, Alistair, does that kind of echo what you've experienced with working with these local Built Green programs?
Yeah, it really does, Selena. The reality is a program develops because there's a demand for it in the local market, and it may only be a small group of people, but it creates a community of common interest. So people who are beginning to learn about green building have a place to go to find out, and they can share ideas. For the veteran builder, then it really helps raise the bar for them, gives them a new challenge, a new motivation to keep challenging themselves to do better. And then the third thing that I think it really does is create green building champions, people who can help push the market forward. You develop some critical mass in the marketplace that creates demand for new products, new business services, and also advocates for changes perhaps at the regulatory level to allow techniques that previously haven't been accepted.
Generally, the Built Green program has been a real asset to the community in that it functions as an educational tool. It raises the bar for development and construction of homes in a way that local building jurisdictions cannot. We adopt minimum building codes that are standardized nationwide, and they're adopted by the state with consideration for regional circumstances and environments that are relevant in our area. Built Green raises the bar incrementally. It certainly establishes, first and foremost, a method by which a homeowner can interact with their home in a much different and much more beneficial way, both for the maintenance of the home and the sustenance of the individuals inside that home, breathing cleaner air, being warmer, reducing their energy costs. It also, as it educates the individual purchasers and the dwellers in the homes, it educates the building officials, and then it educates the building community, because they have to adapt to accommodate for the improvements. If we were just building these homes at minimum standards, as you see in some tract housing and so forth, you wouldn't have that opportunity. When you have a smarter home buyer and you have a smarter citizen in your community, everything else has to increase their knowledge, increase their skill to accommodate that individual's needs. Built Green is one of those catalysts that we're really looking forward to seeing a long, long, long time down the road. Hopefully these homes will last a couple of hundred years.
Alistair, how does the Built Green program work exactly?
So the checklist is really at the heart of the Built Green program. It's the tool that guides people through the process. It's a roomy menu of different options that people can use to improve the performance of a home. It covers really 4 key categories. We focus on site development and water conservation. Energy efficiency obviously is a big one for a lot of people. Health and indoor air quality, so combining both ventilation issues, choice of materials, how the home is built, and then finally materials resource efficiency, so making sure that we use an appropriate amount of material, the materials are durable, and also trying to minimize waste as much as possible. So that checklist really is a roadmap, if you like, for people.